This is TOS Television, your digital-first Pan-African news network. I am Abigail Ukmade, and this is Africa Now. South Africa's unemployment rate ranks highest in the world at a record of 34%. That is due to the devastating economic impact of COVID-19. Job losses in the second quarter were concentrated in finance, which shared 278,000 jobs, while community and social services lost 166,000 jobs and manufacturing lost 83 jobs. The unemployment data is likely to deteriorate in the third quarter because of the tightened COVID-19 restrictions in the face of a third wave of infections, hindering efforts to revive an economy that shrank 7% last year. And to politics, Zambia's opposition leader Hakainde Hichilema, who took his oath of office on Tuesday, promises to turn around the economy of the southern African country plagued by a colossal debt and to guarantee real freedom to all his fellow citizens. Hichilema becomes the country's 7th president after a landslide election victory earlier this month over incumbent Edgar Lungu. The guests present at the swearing-in ceremony were opposition politicians from the region, as well as former and current African leaders, including the presidents of the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Kenya, Nigeria, and South Africa. Algeria has announced an end of its diplomatic relations with Morocco. The Algerian government accuses the Moroccan kingdom of constantly carrying out hostile actions against Algeria, of waging war against the Algerian people and its leaders. The Kingdom of Morocco had criticized the move by Algeria and labeled it completely unjustified but expected unilateral decision. Relations between Algiers and Morocco have been fraught in past decades, though it deteriorated since last year, when the Western Sahara issue flared up after years of comparative quiet. Morocco regards the disputed territory as its own. Algeria backs the Polisario independence movement. The United States and the European Union have raised an alarm over the recent deployment of troops from Eritrea to Ethiopia's Tigray region after withdrawing in June. The troops' re-entrance raises the prospect of an escalation of fighting. War broke out last year between Ethiopia's federal government and the Tigray People's Liberation Front, which controls the Tigray region, and more than 2 million people have since been forced to flee their homes. According to investigations, Eritrean troops re-entered Tigray to fight alongside federal forces. The first group of 51 evacuees from Afghanistan have arrived Uganda. The evacuation followed the American government's request to Uganda to take in some of the people fleeing the crisis in Afghanistan since the Taliban takeover more than a week ago. Uganda's foreign ministry in a statement says the group is transiting through Uganda and will move on to the US and other countries. This is your digital-first Pan-African news network, TOS Television. You are watching Africa Now. We move to business after the break, so stay tuned. Welcome back in business. Sub-Saharan peer-to-peer Bitcoin trading has surpassed that from North America, making the region the largest peer-to-peer market in the world. In the last trading week, a total of 17,599 Bitcoin was traded in Bitcoin volume from Sub-Saharan Africa. For the North American region, $17,540,134 was traded in the Bitcoin volume. Nigeria led Sub-Saharan charge with $8,761,851 in Bitcoin traded volume. Kenya and Ghana were distant second and third in the traded Bitcoin volume for the period. Still in business, the average cost of purchasing a 12.5 kg cylinder of household cooking gas in Nigeria sparked by 7.16% year-on-year in July 2021 to 4,422 naira, the worst in 2 years, according to data released by the National Bureau of Statistics. According to the report, the cost of a 12.5 kg cylinder of household cooking averaged at 4,422 22 naira across the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory in July of 2021. This represents a 3.11% increase compared to the 4,289 naira recorded in the previous month. The national chairman of Liquefied Petroleum Gas Retailers branch of NUPEN, Chika Umudu, says the price hike was due to the country's high dependence on the importation of LPG. And away from business, the World Health Organization says the misinformation about COVID-19 and vaccines appear to have gotten worse and are keeping people from getting the shots, driving an increase in cases. Public health leaders have blamed the conspiracy theories and misinformation for growing distrust and hesitancy of the vaccines among a wary public around the world. African health ministers met on Tuesday to take a stock of the continent's fight against COVID-19 as the pandemic continues to stretch health systems to breaking point in some countries, and just 2% of all Africans are fully vaccinated against the virus. The ministers met for the special session at the 74th session of the WHO Regional Committee for Africa. They shared sustainable approaches towards the fight against the pandemic and possible eventualities. Former ruthless Chadian President Hissène Habré has died of COVID-19 at age 79 in Senegal, where he was sentenced to life imprisonment for crimes against humanity after an unprecedented trial, announced Senegalese Justice Minister Malick Sall on Tuesday. Habré, according to reports, contracted COVID-19 at a clinic in the capital, Dakar, where he was taken 10 days ago from jail for medical reasons. When his condition worsened, he was taken to Principal Hospital, where he died. And that is it on Africa Now. For more updates, visit our website at www.tostvnetwork.com. Follow us and like our social media handles on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And remember to subscribe on YouTube to stay with us and enjoy more programs on TOS Television Network. I am Abigail Ukmade. Thanks for watching.